So for those of you who are not familiar with Humble Bundle, it is a website that does limited time collections of games, books, software, etc., where you can pay what you want and get things way cheaper than you would if you were to outright buy it. Also, the money that you spend will go to a charity you choose, so the more you contribute, the more you get from the Humble Bundle. Currently, for the Unity Asset Bundle, there's a $1 tier, a $22 tier, a $24 tier, and a $29 tier. Each tier will give you what is inside it, plus what is in the tiers below it, except for the $1 tier, as it's the very bottom one. Aside from assets, there's actually games mixed into this bundle as well, so there's things like The First Tree and a few other games that I'm not really too familiar with, but they're also included within this bundle. Now, what's great about this bundle is that the worth of all the assets and games combined versus what you're going to pay for it is going to be way different. So the bundle itself is at most going to be $29 for you to get everything inside of it, but the worth of everything inside the bundle is, I believe, $1,200 according to the website. So let's get into the assets. So the first asset we're going to have is Nature Renderer, which is basically just an optimized way to render vegetation and terrain within your Unity project. Next asset we're going to have is Peak, which is a productivity tool. The cool thing about Peak is that it reduces UI clutter by basically tying all the UI elements to whatever you're going to be working with. So whenever you click an object within the scene view, then you'll be able to see the inspector for that object if you click another button, and it just makes it really easy and intuitive to work within Unity. You don't have a lot of stuff up in your face and, causing distractions. The next thing we have is Clayxels, which Clayxels, if you've been on Reddit on the Unity 3D subreddit recently within the last few months, you've probably seen it around. So it's a neat volumetric sculpting tool within Unity, so you can model your own creations, and it has a really neat aesthetic. The next thing we have is Databox, which is a save solution that's highly customizable. So it allows you to save not only inventories or other data that you want to collect, but also levels and where objects are placed in a level. So if you have a survival game where you're building a base, all of that can be easily saved. The next thing we have is Umodeler, which is another 3D modeling solution within Unity. So if you don't like using Blender, or you don't want to use Blender and you're used to Pro Builder, then you can create your own 3D models in a very similar workflow to what you're used to. Last couple of things we have is Winter and Regular Forest Environments. So this is a high quality photo scanned environment that is built for Unity. It looks really nice and appealing, and the fact that both of these combined, I believe, is around $150, and at most you're going to have to pay $29 for it, is a really good deal. Next thing we have is Overcloud, which is a dynamic sky with volumetric cloud system. So if you're building a flight simulator, or you just want a really nice sky environment for whatever 3D game you're building, then this is going to be a really great asset to get, and will go along perfectly with the Winter and Regular Forest environment. Last on our list, we have Easy Character Movement. So this is a rigid body character controller, and from the video, it looks pretty neat. I don't really have much of a use for it, but if some of y'all want something more similar to Unreal Engine, where you can create a project and immediately throw in a character controller that's highly customizable, then this is going to be for you. So those are the main assets I think are worth checking out. If you're considering buying the bundle, for the most part, this is going to be one geared towards 3D developers. There's not a whole lot to offer for 2D developers, although there are a handful of assets that could help you, with productivity, audio, and things of that nature. But yeah, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.